Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I just watched the second episode of He-Man and the Master Universe Revolution, and I'm not quite sure what just happened. Teela basically goes to Granomir to ask him to help resurrect Preternia. She finds that little Linny is there basically nursemaiding him because something that she did in destroying Preternia has caused him to be dying. So the two of them convince him to help her resurrect Preternia, and he does that by turning her into the Green Goddess, which means giving her the snake power, basically. And I'm like, shouldn't we have just left this a separate character? I mean, we've destroyed Teela and the Sorceress, and now we've just got the Green Goddess. Why couldn't the Green Goddess have been another character that they went to get help? I'm not liking any of this. And of course, Keldor showed up at the end of the last episode, which I forgot to mention. Uncle Keldor just showed up and he hasn't been killed. Apparently they thought he was dead or exiled or something. And they don't actually explain. I'm guessing there's so many different versions of He-Man now. There's the original mini-comics, there's the Filmation series, there's a 2002 series, there's a DC Comics series, there's the later DC Comics series. There seems to be some other series of universe I'm not aware of as well. And apparently I'm supposed to know which Keldor this is. They don't explain, but apparently he was King Randor's brother, and because he was from another mother, apparently legally couldn't become the king even though he was the firstborn. So Randor got the gig and he got sent back to wherever the blue people came from, which I think was Skeletor's people, because they made a really stupid story about Skeletor's people instead of Skeletor being... That's right, I forgot they changed his origin story. He wasn't Keldor. Now he's just some random skeleton guy. I forgot about that. So it's just a mess. And yeah, so he rocks up and says, I don't want the crown, of course. And then the first thing that happens, he saves the day, and He-Man's like, thank God you can have the crown. You're trustworthy. We've known you 10 minutes. And of course, we have a scene at the end where everyone turns into Motherboard, and then Keldor shows up, and Keldor is Skeletor in disguise. Yet Skeletor was attacking the palace with Borg nanite bombs, smoke nanite bombs. And He-Man used the power of the sword to, because when the nanites tried to get into him, that didn't work. They just sort of burnt out on his arm, and then the kid was infected, and he put the sword on the child. The child was healed, and it's like we have to magnify it somehow. We have to to heal the whole planet. We have to so they've got some idea of how to beat the motherboard, the tech virus, but I'm like, wasn't Skeletor there? So who was Keldor? Was that Skeletor pretending? I'm like, I don't really know what's happening at the moment. I mean, we knew from the start that Keldor couldn't be trusted, and we knew once he was crowned that he was going to turn and end up, but I'm like, was he even Keldor? I'm not sure. But that's that episode. That's done. The people writing this are just not He-Man fans. They don't want what I don't think any of us want. We don't want all the characters destroyed and combined into one. We don't want all the characters dead or having never existed. We want to see new characters. We want to see characters we didn't see explored in the animated series, stuff like that. We want to see continuations, more depth given to the stories and so forth, and backstories. But I don't like any of the directions they're taking anything in so far. So yeah, I'm gonna watch the other 3 episodes. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I really need this 5-minute bit of therapy after each episode. I think I'm going to do an episodic review instead of just watching the whole season. I'll probably do a whole season review as well, because I think I'm going to need it. But I'm going to go. I just, it's just not working. There's so many things that do work. The art works. The fact they replaced Buffy as Teela now. They've got an actual Teela, an actress, voice actress playing Teela. But now they've got Captain Kirk playing Keldor. It's like, you can't take a recognizable actor like that and use them as a voice actor without having them create a new character. It doesn't work. So we've got Captain Kirk, you know, betraying the palace against with Skeletor and his Borg bombs. It's just like, now he's like the king. So yeah, it's like, where's that going? Nowhere good.